Alright, kia ora, kia ora, kia ora. Hopefully everything's working well. Let's go over here and press the buttons and do the things. And kia ora, everybody. Welcome to a Friday night. Yes, it is Friday night here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. And I was like, you know what? Let's go live. Let's catch up. I was going to go live earlier today. I'm trying to go live on 9 a.m. Fridays, and it did not happen because I only got half an hour sleep last night. I slept really badly. So I just wasn't up to streaming today. I didn't even post about streaming today. But it's been a day, done lots of things, done all the things, and then I was like, I actually am free this evening. I can stream, and I now feel up to streaming. So let's do that. Hello, Nif. Hello, hello. Hello, Raven, and hello, Calf Colours Pages. I hope we're all doing well. I hope we're having a lovely, lovely Friday so far. Helen Heartworks, kia ora, kia ora. Or happy time zone for whatever time zone you're in. Let me know if the music's too loud. I think I've actually got it too quiet today, but we'll find out. But let's... Friday night, it's 7:30 Friday morning. It's 6:30 p.m. on a Friday night here. Time zones. But today, we're going to be working in some Christine Karron. I pulled out all my Christine Karron books, and then I started flipping Wildflower Folk. And I basically instantly found the pages that I'm thinking about doing. Gotta go out a bit, just want to pop in. I'm glad you could pop in, Nif. I always appreciate when people can pop in. So this is Wildflower Folk by Christine Karron. You can see here I've done Aisling, which is a rename. I love, love, love how that page turned out. Then we have Angel Eyes, which I have done before in the Colouring Heaven Fledgling Fairies, and I don't really feel like doing that. But then I noticed the next one was this cute as baby dragon page, and then the next one after that was Crystal, and I'm kind of debating between the two of these. So yeah, let me know if you have a preference, if you think we should do the baby dragon or if we should do the Crystal. I'm not sure between the two yet what I want to do, but I think we're going to do one of these two. And then after that is Cup of Warmth, which is one that I want to rework because I've just done a little bit of Albert Dürer. It's very, very light hand, and I think I want to like build up the intensity a bit more and just put a bit more tone into here because it's very, very light-handed. So yeah, love, love, love these books on my wish list. I think they're gorgeous. They're absolutely stunning. Baby Dragon, Baby Dragon. Okay, we've got 2 votes for Baby Dragon so far. Need a minute to wake up. But hi, Amy. Hi, everyone. Hi, Ada. Welcome in. Looks like we might be leaning towards the Baby Dragon page. Your Ori is so cool. Thank you. This one's a knockoff one. It's not a genuine Ori, but it's got unicorns and rainbows on it, so I don't care. I actually have 2 of this design because I wear this one a lot. Yeah, it's a good one. And it's cute, because unicorns and rainbows, like, you can't go wrong. Baby Dragon, absolutely. Okay, that's 3 votes for Baby Dragon. So I guess we're doing the Baby Dragon. It's so cute, though, so I don't mind. Yeah, the paper quality is stunning in these books. It's really good. It's really good paper. I mean, every time I do something in these books, I love it so much. So yeah, I do want to show these books some more love. Is that the only one I've done in here? Apart from the Cup of Warmth, which I want to rework. Yeah, there's so many gorgeous pages in here. I've always loved that one with the kitty too. But yeah, so looks like we're doing Baby Dragon. So let's talk colours, because of course we can do a traditional green dragon, but dragons can be any colour. I'm going to use my Ohuhu markers to base the page and bring out some pencils to shade with. I have entirely misplaced all my color charts, so it's going to make things fun because I have no idea where the actual color charts are. So we're going to be guesstimating colors and stuff like that. We're going to be proving why swatch charts can be useful. Oh, thank you, Helen. Purple like Spyro? Yeah, I did think about purple too. Be cute. There's no reason why we can't do fun colours for everything, like, you know? Could also do an orange like a baby Charmander. I don't often use orange, to be honest, so would be using colours that I don't use a lot of. Actually, I don't mind the idea of doing it orange and making it Charmander-like. And then we can bring in sort of like some turquoise and some green into her to make the orange really pop. Turquoise? Okay, well, there's another turquoise. Pink dragon. Ooh, pink dragon could be cool too. I don't think you go wrong with any color choice, to be honest. But that baby Charmander is really calling out to me. Let's pull up a Charmander reference just to make sure that we're getting the right reference, because we want to make sure. It's a very tiny picture. Can you be a bigger picture? Well, we'll just be on the best data Pokemon. I'm a water baby, so I always start with water. I don't mind. Open image in a new tab, please. Come on. Thank you. Right, so if anyone's like, what the heck are you talking about? We're talking about Charmander the Pokemon. Pokemons. We'll use this one. And then we do a little... Bear with me. Oh my goodness. I'm so professional tonight. There it is. It's like this image has to be somewhere. So that gives us like the little colours potentially to do this little dragon. Alright. All my dragons end up like Spyro. I can see why. What colour is it here? Nice to contrast. Yeah, that's why I was thinking greens and turquoise for her dress could be a good contrast. And then here could be browns, like a nice dark brown would look quite good against the orange. Hi, I'm new here. Hi, Tanya. Kia ora, kia ora. Welcome in. It's got to be done, isn't it? Spyro's childhood nostalgia. Yep, Spyro, Charmander, all the dragons. Now, I think we will go with orange. I like the idea of doing it inspired a little bit by Charmander. I like that idea. And then I can see doing green and turquoise for the dress, which will pop really well against the orange. Then maybe some dark brown here. Maybe we might do more fun colored here, but like I can see it coming together, so it's always a good sign. So actually, I see some of my color charts. Oh. Okay. Oh. Still not meant to bend. Still not great to bend. Yay! I'm still missing one of my color charts, but at least we've got 3 out of 4 of the color charts. You're from New Zealand? Yay! Another Kiwi. Kia ora, kia ora. Yeah, I've got some paper underneath. We're caught up. The flowers in her hair, they could actually be the same yellow as the belly. And that will bring the yellow around the page. So yeah, I'm thinking orange with the little yellow belly, very Charmander inspired. turquoise and green for the dress, dark brown for the hair, bring the yellow of the belly up to the flower, and then like the Charmander's eyes are green. We can do matching green eyes, and we can also do the gems around here in green. Like, I can see it starting to come together. That's all good, Helen. I appreciate you being here as much as you can, but understand you got to do the work thing. So thank you so much. I am from New Zealand, Tanya. I am indeed. I am in the North Island. I'm in the Namutu, New Plymouth region. Okay, so we'll start with some orange. And we want some YR19. And then YR213. Yeah, working's never fun, but it's got to be done, and once it's done, it's done, and then you can have your fun. Look at me being all creative. So, we're going to start with our Charmander-inspired friend. And so I've got Ohuhu's, I've got the Honolulu Bee brush set that we're going to be using. And we're going to start with our orange blend. Now there is a little bit of shading on here, but it's very much front light. So we're going to follow the shading that Christine Karron's put on here for us. And yeah, we'll just kind of go for it. So of course Charmander doesn't have wings, but as he evolves he does get wings, so but that's okay. So I hope you're all doing well out there today. I hope you're having a fabulous time zone, whatever that may be. You'll see I'm kind of dotting in a lot of areas. That is because there is a little bit of like a scaly texture to this dragon. And we want to keep that scaly texture to kind of represent it. So, question. One of my markers have dried out. Do you know the rubbing alcohol trick, please? The one where you refill the marker with alcohol instead. It does dilute the colour. But I know if you can fill it with isopropyl alcohol, I think it is. It's like 90% alcohol, or it's the same as colourless blender solution. But it will dilute the colour, but if it's dried out, it will at least reactivate what's left in there, and you can stretch the life of it a bit more. I have got paper underneath, Helen. We're good. We're working on one page and we've got paper underneath. You're off to the seaside in a bit, Kath? That sounds lovely. That sounds wonderful, Raven. Love a bit of gaming time. Sometimes you just need that bit of reset from colouring, and gaming can be a wonderful break from it. Right, sorry, I'm like trying to work while the ink is still wet, so it's making me slow down on reading the chat a little bit. But I think we've got kind of the right vibes there. Make sure my image is up. I don't know about the vodka, but I will say, so during COVID times, I used to work in a medical laboratory, and I worked in a medical laboratory during COVID. And of course, we needed things with like 90% proof alcohol for sanitization purposes, for things in the lab. And of course, everyone wanted hand gel. Everyone, like, it was hard to source some stuff. And so our manager did make hand sanitizer using some 90% vodka, just so we could have some because we were that desperate for it. Yeah. So, I don't know. I've never tried filling it. Alright, we might tone down that nose, that eye area a bit, I reckon. But I like it so far. I think it's progressing okay so far. And I did accidentally colour over a couple of the spines over here, but that's okay. We'll pull those out with pencil anyway, I reckon. So I might just give the rest of them a little bit of an orange base, just so they all coordinate. And then I can pull out the details with pencil later on. Whew. Feeling full. Had a big dinner. It's so cute. Already so happy with it. Oh, goodness, you have a wonderful morning. It's lovely to see you as always. I've got your little touch of colour counts on my to watch list. I started that just before I went live. But yes, you have a wonderful rest of your time zone. Now, do we do inside the ear the same colour, or do we do a different colour? I do need to pull in a little of the darker. Just use that to deepen a couple of areas. Oh, good, Helen. forget that it's like Friday morning for people. It's like, it's Friday night. Yeah. I'm happy with that. I think that turned out well. Oh, I'm sorry. I see your dad joke came up on Twitch. Right. Adele. Hello, hello. I'm doing clay page from Hanover Castle Ruins, basing with watercolors. Nice. Oi, what is everyone actually colouring today? That's a good question. What are we colouring? What are we working on? What's our colouring pages for today? Shadow probably won't disturb us tonight. I say that with my fingers crossed. He is dead asleep on my bed right now. So there's a very good chance he'll just leave us alone tonight because he's fast asleep. He ate so much food, and when he's content in his belly, surprisingly, he leaves us alone. Or rather, not that surprising. Trying to work through my last work day before vacation, so no colouring yet, but I have 20 pages planned, so no worries. Hopefully we can get some done during my days off. I hope you can. That's quite an extensive plan. Well done. Dragon's so tiny. Oh, it's so cute though. I have 2 more days so I can colour, then I'm off 1 month vacation without any colouring. Oof. Well, I hope you have a wonderful 2 days. And at least can get a little bit done before you can't colour for a month. I have been. I actually ended up getting out of bed at 3 AM and giving up on sleep because I was just like, I'm not sleeping tonight. So I got up at 3 AM and started colouring. I just pulled my cheap alcohol markers out and just did alcohol markers on a bunch of pages. And that worked well. And then today I went in with pencils and I shaded a few of them and finished a few things off. It's like, okay, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I was up from like 3 AM to 6 AM or 6:30 AM, and then I started feeling a bit tired. I was like, okay, I can go to bed now, I reckon. So I went to bed at 6:30 AM. But yeah, I woke up again at 7 and body went, nah, we're not sleeping. I was like, fine, okay, body. You win, we'll get up. So yeah, that's why I didn't end up streaming during the day today, because I was just like, I am like so not in the right space to stream. I'm tired and feeling kind of grumpy. But I've gotten through my day, I've done all the things, and I'm feeling less grumpy. Or as my nibblings say, gumpy, gumpy, gumpy. I plan like I'm a full-time colorist. In reality, I color like 3 hours a day. Yep. Oh, it's so easy though. There's always like so much that I want to do. There's always something else that can be added to the plans, eh? And something else that could be there to color. The cat is mad at me and making it known. That's okay. Yeah, it's like you're trying to help them. You're trying to make their life easier and sort things out for them, but nope. They didn't say that you could remove the sticker, so therefore you've removed the sticker in error. Oh, goodness me. Don't you start yawning, Amy. We've had this discussion before. We don't start doing this. Cassie! Hello, hello. I'm sorry. I don't mean to yawn. I only got like half an hour of sleep last night, so I'm running on like negative hours of sleep. And I'm getting like all relaxed and comfy because I'm now colouring, and I'm colouring in with Ohuhu markers, and it's making me happy. And it's a dragon, and we're colouring it like it's Charmander. Oh my goodness. I'm in a wrestling match with my son over coffee for a 1-year-old who's persistent. 1-year-olds, Raven, they are persistent. My goodness. Yeah. Hopefully you win, because I don't imagine a coffee is a great thing for a 1-year-old. The failed night. Kia ora, kia ora. You two are running on negative hours of sleep. It's 3 AM there. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, hopefully you can find some peace and relaxation here. I've been told I am a very good stream for those sleepy, cozy vibes. So I'll do my best not to yawn too much, but hopefully if I do, it just helps you fall asleep. But you're welcome to lurk and hang out and chill and chat and do whatever makes you comfy cozy. Welcome in. I just fell asleep while waiting for my friend to pop over. She was calling me. Spam calling. You're also in the no sleep club? Yeah, no, my Fitbit was like, you only got half an hour of sleep last night? We're a little confused here. Maybe your watch isn't on properly? It's like, it's on properly. I just really did sleep that badly. Okay. So, again, we've got our little Charmander. So he's got a yellow belly. Again, we're not doing it exact, but we are taking inspiration. So we want... Do I just go bright yellow, or do I go more muted yellow? I think we'll go sort of... Because that banana cream is actually looking quite right. I think we'll do Y07 banana cream. And then we want Y39 straw. The hardest part every time is, can I find the colours? And then maybe we want a light. Yeah, I think we'll pull out More like YO2. Just if we need a little bit of a light. Yeah. Okay. So we'll keep our oranges out to the side because we may reuse them. Gonna go and get ready for the beach. All good, Kath. I hope you have a lovely time at the beach. Let's go get away. Hey, what they're gonna say? Have a drink, clink. Anyway. I've been watching too much jet lag lately. Oh, I've missed a whole entire wing. That is why we don't put away the markers. See you again soon, Kath. Just love that that one's called banana cream. I don't actually like banana cream because I don't like fake banana flavouring, but I like the name banana cream. So I think that's meant to be a wing there. Yeah, because that's his sleeve. So I'm going to do this as a wing. Excuse me. Oh. That's not a common occurrence. Whew. Good morning, Jasmine. Oh. I don't know if I want to get up and colour or nap some more. I mean, you could always get up and colour and then if it's not right, go and nap some more. Or you can try and nap some more and then if you don't fall asleep, get up and colour. Like, it's not like it's one or the other. You can try one and then if it's not working, you can do the other. Feel like I'm about to sneeze again. So I hope you've all had a good time zone so far today. Mine's been pretty good. I haven't done a lot. I did go for a walk today. Picked up some things that I missed at the supermarket yesterday. I did some colouring. I did some resting. I did some zoning out for like an entire hour. I did record a video, but I have to record a little supplemental piece to it because I forgot something on the video. But yeah, I edited it and uploaded it and then went, whoops, I've forgotten this one thing. So I need to record a little bit more and chuck that in there. That's fine. Be easy to cut in and edit in. Yeah, I've got a family member visiting from out of town, so they came around for afternoon tea and had a catch up and stuff like that. And then yeah, tomorrow we've got like a busy weekend because tomorrow is a family member's birthday, so we're going to go to that tomorrow and then have some family dinner, I guess. Then on Sunday we've got a housewarming, so busy weekend. But I will be making sure to take time to look after myself because I am still recovering. I am still post-op and Fingers are still a bit sore and tender in some places, so. Alright. Today was a busy day, but I got to see my nephew. I'm so happy. Yay. I'm so happy for you too. He's such a cutie. Love, love, love getting to see the nibblings. Alright. And then just to like sort of fill in the space, we'll just do these little nails light yellow as well. We are missing a leg, but should be okay. It's like wrapped up somewhere in here. Skin tone, I'm not 100% sure yet. Haven't thought that far ahead. Alright. Green for the eyes. So it's quite a bright, quite a dark green actually. So I think we're going to use some of this like actual G313, which is like one of my favourite greens. Took me a minute to find where it is. Sorry, I know I'm bumping the camera as I'm getting those colours out, so I'm going to have to figure out maybe another place to put it. Right. A's. Where are we going? We're good. And then her eyes are going to be the same green. So they're going to have the same green dragon eyes. And we'll leave those greens out because again we're going to probably use them on the gems and stuff that are around the border. Gotta go have breakfast, be back in like 20. All good, Ada. We may even use the greens in the greens for her dress. Not sure yet, but we will definitely reuse greens. Oh, itchy nose. Alright, I'm happy with that so far. I can get rid of our little Charmander reference. Alright, I think I want to keep her quite pale for her skin tone. we're going to start with this, but I think I'm going to work some more layers into the skin. Let's start with the neck. So I've got Y69 milk tea. But I've only got 2 colours so far for shading the skin, and that's really not enough to build the depth up that I usually like, so I think we're going to be adding to this, but we'll use this just as a base. And then I have Y42. Do, 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 do. We'll give that a moment to dry, and I think that'll be alright. Alright, one hand done. Ha 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 ha. I'm suddenly very, very itchy for some reason. I'm finding that very, very odd. So I wonder if I'm having a little... I probably actually am just a bit dry on the skin. Just need to put some more moisturizer on, actually. That's more logical. I recently switched from regular milk to oat milk, so like, I may be getting too many oats. But it's probably just something logical. Like I just need to put some more moisturizer on. So I got a phone call from surgical outpatients today, and my outpatient appointment for Monday has now been postponed till Tuesday, just because they needed someone else to get in, but nothing else has been postponed, which is awesome. I was just like, oh boy. But that's okay, because it's actually moved to a afternoon time slot, which is a little better. Don't have to get up quite so early now, which is always nice. So there's, of course, blushing, but I will do the blushing when I do pencil work, because I find it way easier to bring the blush in with pencils than I do to bring it in with alcohol markers. Yay! I'm probably going to drift off again soon. I'm too calm and cozy here to want to get out of bed. Oh noes. I mean, not really oh noes, because that means you feel safe and cozy and comfortable, and that's what I want in my streams. So I actually take it as a compliment when you fall asleep in streams. But also I understand when you want to get out of bed and it's like that's happening, it's not ideal. But yes, if you drift off, Cassie, that's quite alright. You get that good sleep. I'm just gonna blend out these eyes. I love how you're colouring her features. Colouring faces is my personal struggle. I joined a group where we're colouring in Yusuki's Witches and Familiars every month, so hopefully by the end of that I'll learn how to shade a face. Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, definitely practice will help. So just getting in there and doing it. I do find Christine Karron's work very easy to shade faces because she's put the shading in there for you. So I find her, like, I can follow her shading and just add to it a bit. But yeah, Christine Karron's work is brilliant for figuring out faces and how to shade faces. I do really rate her if you are wanting to learn portraiture. I need to like adjust my lights. I realise we're getting too deep shadows. Here we go. So far, learning was in Dark Fantasy by Jade Summer. That's also a good portraiture. It's a good portraiture book. Alright, add to the pile of pens on the desk. I'm going to put that one back because we didn't end up using that one at all. So yeah, her face still needs warming up a bit, which again I'll bring back in with the pencils. I may also deepen her skin a bit by using some purple shadowing, but we're going to let that dry down a bit. Now I did say for the yellow, I also wanted to bring that up to the flower as well. So we'll do that. love colouring Christine Karron with alcohol markers. I feel like it just comes together really fast too. It's great for colouring faces because it's grayscale and the pictures are fantasy mythical. So it's okay if they turn a little weird. Yeah, exactly that. Jazzy Colours, hello, hello. What a cute dragon. Thank you. We were inspired by the colours of Charmander. So, little Charmander inspired dragon. That gave us sort of our starting point for the page, and then we're just going from there and using Ohuhu markers to shade in. I'll go over the top with a little bit of pencils. And now we're just colouring in a yellow flower. How are you going today, Jazzy Colours? We don't want RB there, we want RB13. Not RBV. Honestly, the hardest part of working with the markers is just trying to find the frickin' markers. Need like a better storage system. I think B32 might even work better. Yeah, the B32 is better. Oh well, thanks. Just playing Dreamlight while my baby naps. Perfect. Got to go where I volunteer on Friday mornings and here early so you can pop in for a bit more. Excellent. Well, welcome back, Niff. I'm glad you can pop in. I hope your volunteer thing goes well today. We're just pulling out a couple of colours. I've just got a bit of purple to do some shadowing on the skin. I'm just waiting for the skin to dry down a bit, and I'm just deciding about a lip, like adding in a bit of lip colour. I think I want a YR. Whoa, that's neon. I hope you dry down. Not well. We'll fix it up. Looking good so far? Thank you. Skin does need a little bit more shading. I'm just trying to decide. I normally go over everything with a bit of a cooler... Yeah, I'm thinking this Icy Periwinkle will be our good cooler purple blue. We'll try that in the eyes. just to sort of deepen a couple of areas. Where the shading would be the deepest, like under the neck. Right. Again, this is just a little bit of subtle shading. It may not even make all that much difference to you, especially via camera, but it's the sort of thing where in person you can notice just that little bit more depth of shadow. Taking notes on skin coloring. I don't need to get this book. I don't need to get this book. I don't need to get this book. Yeah. Well, if it helps with the combo so far is Y69, Y42, and a little bit of V32. That is my skin combo so far. So, if it helps you, take it. I'm not an expert with oh-ho-hos. I'm just doing my best, but I like what I do with them, so. I also use the V32 violet colour to shade inside her eyes, to do the shadows and the whites of her eyes. As I said, I will bring out a bit of blush when I do the pencils, because she definitely needs some blushing, but it's, I find, a lot easier to pull off with pencils than I do trying to pull it off with markers, so. Cynthia, hello, hello, welcome in. Oh, it's cold. Oh, I should have left out that lip colour. It's still on top here. That's fine. Because that will also make a good inner eye colour. This is why we leave our markers out. The dragon also has a waterline. I'll use the same colour. never did the dragon's eye whites. And we're going to use a bit of the colourless blender just to drag it down a bit. Not that it really drags it down, it's more just a lifter. But yeah. Eveline, kia ora, kia ora. Just popped in to get before you get the kids to school. Oh, good. We are working away in Wildflower Folk by Christine Karron, doing this baby dragon page. And we're working with Ohuhu markers so far. Right, so now I want to do the hair. The problem is that I want to do the hair dark brown, but my dark browns are on swatch card 2, and swatch card 2 is missing. So, I believe these colours are sitting on top, so I'm going to take them as potentially colours I've used before for dark brown. I know I've done this colourway for hair before, and I've done it semi-recently, so... Alright, here. Here is actually one of my least favourite things to do with Ohuhu markers. I can do here with Ohuhu markers, but I prefer doing here with pencils. Yeah, if you're going to do the blush with alcohol markers, do the blush first before the skin colour. Very true, because then at least it can blend out with the skin tone. As I said, I prefer to do blush with pencils. It's just me though, that's my preference. So, but yeah, it's worth trying. But if you're going to do it first, because then when you blend the skin tone, it blends out the blush. Alright. My hands are actually feeling a bit cold. Right, I just opened up Discord because I can see we've got some art text to do at some point too. So we will definitely do some art text during stream. Keep my hands nice and warm. Okay, so for the hair, we want to do some lovely dark brown hair. I was thinking for the center of the flower, I might pull out the gold, and I might do the same for the little dragon bits too. Anish, kia ora, kia ora. Welcome in. Hope you're going well today. Right, make sure you're looking after yourself out there. We should take a hydration break. I'm going to take a hydration break in a minute. Right, section of hair, bit by bit. See, art text what you're doing while you wait. Perfect. Let's do some art text while I also hydrate. Okay, I don't normally show when somebody's not here, but these are really pretty and they relate to the background I want to do, so we'll show those. And then so, I know they're not here, but I'll quickly show the two that are art text by Rosalind that I've put in the Discord. Which is these two here. I love that background with the gold. That's beautiful teal background. That sort of mottly background, I think, is what I want to do behind our little baby dragon girl. In the frame here, it might be quite good to do sort of like that mottly textured background, and I know this is Neo color too, so I think even that color would be quite pretty, but that's kind of the color I'm picking maybe for the dress too. And then from Raven, we have this one here, which I think is a dragon spell page. It is gorgeous. I love those colors. Hi, Vi! How are you going, lovely? We're just doing a little bit of art text while I have a bit of a drink. Love, love, love those colors, Raven. That's why I feel like my nails are being filed. There's sandpaper on the desk. And then from Nif, we also have this gorgeous page. It's Frida Berman. That seems like the perfect travel little page while waiting. I'm doing well, just doing a spot of work before the wind down. Perfect. Thank you so much, Nif and Raven, for sharing your gorgeous pages with us. They are stunning. We are working on this baby dragon page, and I colored the dragon Charmander colours, because why not? Now we're just beginning the long process of the hair. I hope you're having a good evening. Oh, hello new Twitch follower. Thank you so much for following. Yeah, I know it must be getting very late for you over there, Vi, so hopefully you don't have too much work to do. We have anonymous follows here, by the way, so thank you to our new follower. You are welcome to chat away. You're also welcome to keep on lurking if you prefer to lurk. We're a very cozy, comfy stream, and we focus on being those sort of vibes. So you just do whatever makes you feel comfortable. Thank you so much. We're creeping ever so close to 1,000 followers on Twitch, which is incredible. Still can't believe I'm about to creep my way up to 1K. We're like 16 followers away. We're very close to 1K, and it's like, I don't normally care about the numbers, but there's something cool about hitting 1K on Twitch, so yeah, I am hopeful that it happens, but also, if it doesn't, it doesn't. Just grateful for the communities I have on YouTube and Twitch. Incanimba Society, hello, hello. Love the colours, thank you so much. I'm using Ohuhu markers to colour in the page. We did colour our little baby dragon, inspired by Charmander colours. And then I just thought, well, if we've got that bright orange, I think some dark here behind it will just help the orange pop, and we're going to do turquoise and green for her dress as well, so it will like hopefully really pop against the page. Takes a while, but worth it. Now, I do just block in the brows with an alcohol marker, which is very just like blasé. However, when I come in with pencils, we're also going to loosen up around her eyebrows a bit as well. So, again, it's a trust the process situation. It will get better. So we're back to our dark. So our dark is E515, which is black brown. I do have the new colours for Ohuhus. Sorry. Just me dropping the cover of the book on the mic. So tired, didn't get much sleep last night. Oh no, sounds like you're also in the no sleep club. There's a few of us in that today, myself included, or the negative sleep club, where we sleep negative hours. It's not a fun time. And hopefully you can get some good rest soon, maybe a good nap. Naps are delightful. So I'm using E914 dark brown as our secondary colour. And then we have E511 chocolate mocha. It's always like the little ends of the curls that are the hardest parts to keep the marker fine. Yay! Another section done. Oh, bit by bit, section by section. Oh, man, it's already been an hour and a half. Where has the time gone? It's amazing how time flies when you're having fun. So I am having fun, as much as I'm complaining about the hair. The hair's always part. When it comes to the markers, I love doing hair with pencils. It's just with the markers, it's like, ugh. I guess I have to think about it. Can't just, like, do it. have our lightest colour. This is where we do our very, very careful little bits of hair. Bit by bit, bit by bit. Oh, it's definitely dropping in temperature again. My hands are getting really cold. Took longer than it's thought. That's all good. That's all good. You can take as long as you need. We're just working away on our hair section by section. It always takes me so long. And then, yay, another section of hair done. Still need to go in with pencils and like deepen and shade things a bit more and stuff like that, but at least we've gotten a bit more in. Hello, new YouTube subscriber. Thank you so much for subscribing. We have anonymous follows here, so feel free to keep lurking in the background. If you want to say hi, say hi. We're a very chill, cozy space. It doesn't help that I keep zoning out because I'm just in the zone with this here. But I do love how it's progressing. I just gotta keep on track with it. Every time I work with markers, I get so much of it all over my fingers. Alright, I'm gonna bring our hair down. Section by section, strand by strand. Don't really need to be eating these, but they're here. I hope you're all doing well out there. Remember to have a little stretch and a little hydrate. Are you due your meds? Oh, alright, make sure we stretch. Dude. It's like the hair is the most cumbersome part, I reckon. But it works. It's just, ugh, takes so long. But, I mean, what else are you going to do? You got to do the hair. The hair will take as long as it takes. Even though I'm sitting here going, can it be over? And bring that down to there. Bit of an odd strange, but it'll work. If we can get this part. So I went on a walk today and I started Crescent City by Sarah J Maas for the upteenth time. I think it's about my third re-listen actually, but yeah, I was like, oh, I'm going to get this book series out again and re-listen to it. That's what I listened to when I was on my walk. It was quite nice. It's nice to go back to a classic series that I've listened to a couple of times, and you know, I know what happens. So I can listen, but I can half listen and colour while I do things. So I used it while I was on my walk, and then I used it while I was colouring. Oh my gosh. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. Got about 4 sections left up here. I always miss putting the caps back on these pens, I tell you. So I end up getting so many pen marks all over my hands. A few more sections. Just about there, just about there. Hope you're all having a good time. It's a lovely Friday night here. Just chilling and in the zone, getting the colouring done. I hope this is being productive for those of you that are colouring along and are managing to get some colouring done on your page. For those of you that are using this to help you with sleep, I hope you drift off soon if you're not already. For those of you that are watching the VODs, thank you so much for being replay crew. Let me know if you're replay crew. I always appreciate it. Okay, almost there, folks. Almost there with the hair. This is where we go. It's the final countdown. Do 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 do. Alright. Last strand. Yes. Right, yay, that's all the hair done. Oh my goodness, my hands are like covered in marker. Oh, that's fine, it'll wash out. It'll wash out eventually. Right, so I want a real blue-green. This faded teal is basically the bang-on colour that I want. And then we'll go into sea blue. I think we can even use a bit of BG21. And then as that dries, should be good. Right, so I need to leave the hair to dry for a minute, and I also need to take a bathroom break. So I'm just going to put you all on be right back for 2 moments while I pop to the bathroom, and then we'll come back and we'll start working on the clothes. So it won't be too long, just a couple of minutes while we do a quick bathroom break. I'll see you all in a moment. Okay. Oh, that's so much better. You gotta go. You gotta go. Alright. Now our colours, our markers are dried, so we can carry on. Just starting with the shadow, so I always end up working dark to light with these, because as I bring in the light color I can use it to blend out the dark color. So that's how I work the markers. I'm sure that these others out there that have different processes, but I don't know, for me it just works going dark to light. That first colour was Faded Teal, BG114. And we're going in with some BG19, which is our sea blue. And this is like the colour, the turquoise colour, really. Quick question, is there actually like a big difference between Ohuhu and cheaper brands when using them? I only have Ohuhu, but I'm curious. Yes, depending on the cheaper ones. So I have my buckets, which you can just see here, these two things here. I have like these big containers that are full of very cheap markers. Those ones, they are not brush nib because I have the Honolulu Bee. So the Ohuhus I have are brush nib. The cheap markers I have aren't brush nib. So that's a big difference for me, but you can get cheaper markers that are brush nib. A lot of the time there's not a huge amount of difference with the ink. If you've ever seen yellowing that can occur, it's more prevalent in the cheaper alcohol markers. So if you're concerned about yellowing, but even then Ohuhus can yellow, Copics can yellow. The more expensive alcohol markers doesn't stop yellowing per se. It is a reaction of the alcohol inks on the paper. Yeah, it's more to do with like the durability of the ink. And the ink is a little better in the Ohuhus and the Copics, but you're mostly paying for A, the brand name, and be the nib. But yeah, I have a few cheap alcohol markers, and I use those when I'm doing the flat basing. So a prime example, which I can show you once I get this blended, bear with me. Is the colouring I did at 3 AM this morning, where I just based a page in alcohol markers ready to go with pencil shading. Same with this one here. I just use my cheap alcohol markers to base the page because they're flat. I only needed a flat colour down because I'm going over this with pencils to shade everything in. So I was like, I don't need to use my fancy pencils here when this will do the job. Fancy pencils, fancy alcohol markers. But because I'm working in Christine Karron, this is where I like to use my my Ohuhus, because I like the brush nib. The brush nib helps a lot with blending, and I like to do blends in the Ohuhus with Christine Karron. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with the cheaper markers, it's just a different application with them, but that can change if you've got brush nibs. Brush nibs are definitely easier to do gradients with. You can still do gradients with bullet nibs and chisel nibs, and you can definitely still do shading with them too. I know you usually use the cheap ones on cheap paper. Yeah, cheap paper usually gets cheap markers. Like, I know Ohuhus, they are expensive, but they're not as expensive as Copics, but they're still expensive to me, and I can't easily replace these. So it's like, I do want to, I don't like want to try and save the material and not use it, but I do want to be aware of where I use my Ohuhus, because it's not like I could just grab another set willy-nilly. I wish they were easier to get open stock here, but they're not. It's lucky I can even get a set at all here, but yeah. Roslyn, hello, welcome back. Well, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. By the way, Gnome's cute book, but the paper annoyed me so much I won't be back for it for a long time. Yeah, I can feel there is a difference in this one's paper. Was definitely very intriguing doing the base. Also, because I did this at 3 AM and was half awake, I put my protection page on the wrong thing, so now I have all this transfer on this page, which is going to be fun to clean up one day. But we'll just focus on doing this part first that I've based. That's for another day. You just got to Mum's and you're waiting for dinner? Nice. We are working in Wildflower Folk by Christine Karron. I ended up not streaming this morning because I had about half an hour of sleep, so I just decided I wasn't up for streaming this morning. But after the day, I'm now like Friday night, I'm up for streaming, so we're doing a Friday night stream. And yeah, we've been working on our little baby dragon page, and I love how she's progressing so far. I was just debating there if I do a different colour for the top. But I think we'll stick with what we're done. Dragon is very Charmander. That was the exact reference, Rosalind. So good to know. Our little baby Charmander. No, Teresa has another gnome book coming out in a month, but normally we'll get it, but if the paper's the same as that, I don't really want it. That makes sense. Yeah. Not sure about a new one. I do want to get her Otter and Owl. Utterly Adorable and Owdorable. I need to get them. But my favourite is still It's a Cat's World. I freaking love that one. I should just do some more work in that one, because I freaking love it. But yeah, I was going through my collection for some reason. I just noted I've got so many unworked Teresa books, and like I love her work. So I was like, okay, come on, we can do some more work in these books. So, but it's not like a prime focus. It is just something I'd like to be aware of, is that, you know, if quite a few of my Teresa books are unworked, so we could work them. But if I have, like, I'm trying to, this year my goal is not to have any goals. There is no like, get this page done, get this book completed, yada yada yada. That being said, I'm now so freaking close on Mythomorphia that I can see myself kind of going, okay, let's work on Mythomorphia, because I've actually done 2 pages of Mythomorphia this month, and I have an idea for a third. And if I do a third, that means there'll be 3 spreads remaining in the book. And that's, like, freaking awesome. So yeah, if I'm if there's any book I would be like, oh, I could complete this book, it's Mythomorphia. Like, if there was any sort of focus book, but I also don't want to put that pressure on myself. Because the moment I do is the moment I don't get inspired to work in a book. Okay. I'm unsure if the little frilly lace, if I do that the same colour as the top, or if I do it the same colour as the ribbon trim, which I haven't actually decided on. But it'll be something. Alright, and then we've got our light colour. Of course, we'll need a good blend in. Make sure you're stretching out there if you haven't already. So easy when you're just watching a stream to forget to move and hydrate and stretch. Actually, we could all do a hydrate. I need a hydrate. Whee! I'm now looking at this ribbon trim. I'm like, maybe we could do that the same color and just do some gold dots. I think I will bring the gold in. Not sure about the ribbon color or the frill, if I do the frill the same color or a different color. Seller Unvinted never sent my book I bought from them, and now it's back up on there. What, do I risk it again? Is it the same seller? Because if it's the same seller, I'd be a bit like, ugh, but if it's a different seller... Dark Vivi, hello, hello. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very, very much. We're just working away on this Christine Karron page. We've made a lot of progress. It's amazing how quickly it comes together with alcohol markers. It's the same listing, like nothing ever happened? Wow. I don't know. I hope you got your money back, but yeah. I mean, I guess you could totally try, but... I mean, maybe they had like a genuine life thing occur and they just didn't think they could get it shipped out to you in time, or I don't know how Vinted works because it's not a thing here, but I know people are always finding amazing bargains and deals on it, and I'm like, ugh. Alright, now I've got to work very carefully around my drag and my baby Charmander. Right, this is the last little section around the dragon. Right, we're just about done with all the teal on the dress, and then I have to make the decision about these ribbons and these frills, if they're going to be the same colours, or if we're going to do them different colours. I was originally going to bring some green in, however, I don't think it needs it. I like the green of the eyes, and then if we bring the green in for the gems, I think that's all we need. Okay, whatever colour we end up doing the ribbon, we might end up... The trim, sorry. We might end up doing it around this whole border. The... Hello, Billiam. Kia ora from New Zealand. Good morning to you too. I hope you're doing well, lovely. I was planning on colouring your gorgeous colouring pages earlier today when I do my typical Friday stream, except I didn't do my typical Friday stream, did I? I did a Friday night stream. It will happen one day. It will happen one day. I will get it planned. I will get it organised, and I'll message you and go, it's happening this day. I think this one looked kind of cool. Transparent white. I mean, the one on her clothes. Yeah. It does kind of look good white as well. I could also do it transparent. It's a lot of work, but we can make it transparent. Yeah. The hair, how? Lots and lots of blending of alcohol markers. My alcohol markers also have brush nibs, which do make them a little easier to blend, but I don't always use the brush nibs for the hair. It's a lot of just working in sections, and then me complaining all the way through, because, yeah, it's a lot of work. But it works. It works. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, so... I want to do it on a regular Friday stream because that's when I have the most audience, because it's my regular Friday stream. The problem is that all my regular Friday streams have just not been happening for one reason or another, which is really frustrating. And so I would do it this Friday coming, except I'm not going to be streaming this Friday coming because I have an anaesthetist appointment before my surgery. And then the following Friday is the day after my surgery. So I'm probably not going to be streaming because I'll probably be in the hospital. And it's like, oh. So it might be the week after that. It was meant to be done, but also I didn't plan on having surgery 2 weeks ago either, as you know. Like, this, it's been a wild month, but it has. I just want to make, like, I know I haven't streamed them yet, but it will be happening. It is happening. It's on the pile to do. I don't think I'm going to get to it before surgery. Unless I just do it as a spring, oh my god, surprise spring. Spring? That's not the word. I don't know where spring's coming from. I'm tired, y'all. My brain is just like chunk, chunk, chunk. Oh my god, words are not even forming here right now. But basically, it's going to happen. And I will let you know when it's booked in and it's going to happen. Those are words. Those are words. Those things are important. They are. Words be hard. Words be so damn hard. Again, I'm running on about half an hour of sleep as well, so it's probably a silly idea that I decide to impulse stream tonight, but when do I ever do what's good for me? Alright, let's have a look at our colours. I am missing Swatch Card 2, so I am missing my, like, reds and pinks, but I don't think reds and pinks is the right colour here. I know I got asked about doing purples before, so purple could be a good little colour to add in. Actually, purple could be really nice as a colour to add in for that ribbon. Because then it can also be done for the border. I could do it transparent white. I just really hate doing transparent white clothing. But I could. I mean, it's really not going to be hard because I'm just going to use a lighter colour. And then I'm going to shade the rest of it with pencils. It just means I give myself more pencil work. That's really the problem, is I give myself more pencil work. this ribbon part would look better transparent. All right, let's do this little lace part transparency, because then I can also pull out the Posca to do like little white edges, and I can turn it into lace. And I think that's what it needs to be. I think it needs to be lace. All right, this means we work backwards to how I normally work for colouring in sections. We start with our lightest instead of our darkest, and we just block in the whole thing. Except we don't block in the whole thing on the arm here, because the arm cuts off. So some of it is just an ear. Then we take our next darkest, and we can shade in little bits. I kind of do my transparent fabric weird, but I don't know, it works for my brain. That's the main thing, as long as my brain goes. I don't have a mod, do I? I should shout out William. Look, this is how prepared I am for the stream. And for those in YouTube who are like, who's this William that you're talking about? William is a colouring page illustrator who does cool stuff. And I have the links saved so that when I do a stream, we can easily link his cool pages, because he's been very kind and given me a bunch of his pages to colour. So we will one day be colouring these pages on stream as well. And they're very cool. They're like dungeon entrances, but different sort of dungeons and stuff like that. I've got I know I want to do the cavernous lake one and make it look like there's like a glowing portal under the water. I've got a very clear idea for that one, and then I've got a couple others that are in mind. But yeah, I want to do some cool lighting effects and stuff like that, so yeah, that will be coming up at some stage. Nice, I only just got here. No, you live here now, William. Sorry, I'm kidnapping you and moving you to New Zealand. I'm doing that with a lot of people. Helen, hello. Thank you again, lovely. It's good to see you again. Yeah, I have no doubt my surgery will go well. I'm not worried about that part at all. I'm actually really glad, because I don't do well with dental work, so, and part of the oral surgery is also going to be some dental work at the same time, so, and I'll be knocked out for it, so it's great. Not be mad if you link their shop here now. Oh, wait, you're ahead of me. I'm on it, Ada. I'm on it. One day I will get it set up so that I can like post somewhere and it just pings to both chats. Right now I still have to manually put into both YouTube and Twitch chats, but eventually I will switch to the fancy bot when I can be bothered dealing with the stupid linking of the bot and the API, and I don't know what happened last time I tried to link the bot. It just would not connect to YouTube. But then, yeah, I'll get the bot set up so that when I do a thing it goes to both at once. Yeah. There for Sam Neill made me think of New Zealand again. I think I have a friend in one of the cities. Yeah. Oh, it's very sad. There's definitely been a lot of public, like, tributes and stuff that have been going out in New Zealand because of Sam Neill passing. It's very sad. I liked him in a lot of the stuff that I watched too. Yeah. I think I have a friend in one of the cities. Well, you know me in one of the cities. So you know one of the cities. Alright, so yeah, it looks kind of like flat, but also we're going to bring white back into it. So it's really just about creating the same colours as underneath, but in a lighter tone. So we've now got our sort of translucent lace base. A lot of that will be worked in with paint pens to turn it into a more lacy ribbon texture. But now we just have this little trim edge here, and I am still leaning towards purple. I do really think purple would be quite a nice little touch. And then we can do the border in purple too. And I think the border in purple will just frame the whole thing, because purple and orange is also a good complementary tone as well. And we can bring in I have Icy Periwinkle, which is a very light lavender purple, so we use that to shade the skin. We can actually bring that back in as maybe our lightest colour. So we've got Icy Periwinkle, so we'll grab V38 Deep Periwinkle. Now I have to find all the colours in my thing. V34. Nope, we want V38. That's BV. V38. Found it. Sublime choices. Thank you. And then from there, I think we can go for this 412 Lobelia. There it is. And that gives us our dark to light. I like to work in 3 colours. I don't know, I just always grab 3. I like to work in sets of 3 when it comes to blending colours. Now it is ribbon, so this is possibly a little bit of overkill, because it is very small areas, but we have got a little bit of a gradient there. And then we do what we always do. We start with the dark, except from when we're doing the ribbon. And then we bring it our medium. And then we would work our light, but there'll be no light in this area. Wonder if that was Shadow jumping off the bed. He just put himself to my bed several hours ago because he's got a very full belly and he's feeling very content. That's why he hasn't jumped up here and annoyed us on stream tonight, because he's eaten 3 whole freaking cans of food today, which is a huge amount of food for him. And so he's like super duper content and happy right now because he's got an uber full belly. When he's got a full belly, he just goes to sleep and leaves us alone because he's not a grumpy old man. He's a content old man. William on the YouTube sides. You've joined the other side, William. Oh, noes. You've converted. No, it's fine. It's easy enough to dual stream to both platforms, and then it's like, you know, we can, it's just me pressing an extra button and then people can be on the platform that they're comfy being on. So I don't mind dual streaming. Oh, wrong end. So yeah, the markers that I'm using, Billiam, are like your alcohol markers that you've been dabbling with, but these ones are by the brand Ohuhu, and so they have like a brush nib that's a little bit more flexible, so you can do like thin and thick, and you can get like really fine points. But most importantly, because it's a brush nib, it's real easy to blend colours together and to get those gradients and to blend things together. So that is why I'm using these. I do have alcohol markers similar to the ones that you've got, but I tend to use them just for flat colouring, just to put flat colours down, and then I shade on top of those with pencils to build up more depth. Yeah. Colouring Bumblebee! Hello, Jess lovely. How are you going today? Welcome in. Happy Friday. Say that knowing that Friday is rapidly approaching the end of the day here. You just woke up? Fair enough. I'll be going to bed soon. Time zones. Wild. Right. Oh, I forgot up here as well. It's like, I know there's somewhere else I'm forgetting. So yeah, we're just working away in Wildflower Folk by Christine Karron. I love this book. I love all her books, to be honest. I love the way she does portraiture. I just think it's so stunning. Yeah, this one's right at the start of the book. Because I pulled out all my Christine Karrons, because all I knew is I wanted to work in a Christine Karron tonight. And then, if you haven't seen... So I have my Aisling page. This is my Pathfinder character. I coloured this to represent my Pathfinder character, so I really love how she came together. And so I was like, oh, that's the first page. And then the second page is this picture called Angel Eyes, which I have coloured before. So I wasn't in the mood for the colouring this one. So I was like, I'll skip that one. And then it was Baby Dragon. I was like, oh, that's cute. We could colour Baby Dragon. Or we could colour Crystal, which is the next one. But yeah. Chat voted and chat decided that we needed to colour in the Baby Dragon. And I was like, fair enough. Baby Dragon it is. It's looking beautiful. Thank you, Roslyn. Thank you, William. This one goes to the Christine Karron collective prompt for this month. Pet companions. Ah, didn't even realise that. That's good to know. Well, there you go. If you're in the Christine Karron collective and you want to do the prompt, you're not sure which one to do. Wildflower Folk, like third page in. You can have the baby dragons. Did a hashtag without even realising it. Will I remember to submit it? No. I'm so bad at remembering to actually, like, photograph and submit prompts and stuff like that. I approve of the colour choices. Teal and purple are my go-to a lot. They're good colours. They're very good colours, so... Understandable. I'm not sure if I want... I'm going to keep, like, I've started, so I'll keep on, bordering. Oh, I've just gone over it, but that's fine. We'll clean it up. I'll keep on bordering with these, but I'm tempted to go over it with a super golden, to be honest. And so I may end up going over this with a super golden. But as I said, we've started it now, so we'll do the rest of the ribbon frame. We'll actually shade it. And then if I decide, nah, I'm going to super golden it, I'll just do that afterwards. So are you off to work today, Jess, or are you at home colouring all day? And what about you, Billiam? Are you going to be streaming a little bit later on today, or off to do other adventures today? I noticed you were streaming this morning, but I couldn't get to it, unfortunately. One of those days. On very little sleep. At home colouring all day today and streaming later this evening. Nice, 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 nice. I will... It's usually about 5 AM or so for me when you start streaming. So if I am awake again ridiculously early, I'll jump in. If not, that's fine too. I can always catch the VOD. VODs are there for a reason. Do have to try and get some sleep tonight. But yeah, I've got... Oh, I say as I start to feel very yawny. Oh, sorry. Still shocked to see you here in one of my afternoon streams the other day. Yeah. No, I think I woke up really ridiculously early. I've been doing that thing where I wake up really, like, I woke up at 3 AM last night. Or rather, I woke up at 2 AM, and by 3 AM, I was like, I'm over this, trying to sleep. So I got up and coloured at 3 AM. And so between 3 AM and 5 AM, 6 AM, when it was like 6:30ish before I went back to bed. And then I got half an hour sleep. My Fitbit was confused and like, half an hour sleep. It seems like you didn't sleep enough. We might need to look at your Fitbit. It's like, my Fitbit was fine. I really genuinely only got half an hour sleep. Ugh. Yeah, I quite like that purple. I think that's quite pretty, just to frame it off. I'm just Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday local and had a big tech problem last night. So I'm having a lie-in to recharge. That's fair enough. Waiting delivery, a replacement part of my new old laser printer, and did have to brave the shops. Oh, yeah. Braving the shops is always a big thing, too. Lucy keeps waking me up at 3, 4 to 5, and then 8. Yep, that's Shadow. Luckily, I mean, it's not really luckily, because he keeps on waking Mum up. It's like, you're sleeping right there with me, Cat. You could just wake me up. But no, he jumps off the bed, he goes and eats food, and then he goes and wakes Mum up. And gets Mum to specifically let him out. It's like, I'm also a light sleeper. You could wake me up. But he doesn't. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, we're going to start yawning, aren't we? Where are we at? We're coming up on 3 hours. I'm going to try and at least finish off. I mean, all we got is this purple, and then all that alcohol markers done, and then it's just time to pull out pencils and do a bit of shading and pull out the like any finishing details that we want to do. So I'm going to get the alcohol marker finished. Then we'll see what we're at. We'll see if we're going to do a background, because I do think maybe it needs a bit of a background, but then I need another color choice. And see, I would just do a yellow background, but we've done such a distinctive yellow in here, I don't want to bring in another yellow to the page and confuse the yellows, so pink doesn't work. I don't want to bring in red. I don't want to bring in blue. Could do more teal, but I feel like we've already done enough teal. Could bring in some green, I guess. Checking on the other human, right? He's so passed out on my bed right now, like... I'm not even going to be able to get the blankets to get into bed right now because he's so passed out on top of them, and they're all in a pile because I was naughty and didn't actually make my bed. Again, it was a really bad night's sleep, so... but now I'm paying for it because the blankets are in a pile, and of course he's like, perfect nest to sleep in. So I can't even, like, go to bed without fully disturbing him. Last little sections. This music sounds very Final Fantasy. It's actually Pokemon inspired. It's DMCA free music, but it is Pokemon inspired, so... But yeah, it very much gives like Nintendo or... often it sounds like Zelda as well. Which I can see that. I can see it sounding like Final Fantasy. Yeah. I know, it's just good. I just like the vibes of it in the background. Okay. I always love the soft Pokemon vibes in your streams. Thank you. I just think it's a good playlist, though it does. I think potentially one of the songs is getting pinged as copyright. I need to look into it. But again, I don't monetize my stream, so it doesn't affect me. Alright. BG in the G's. Oops, sorry, hitting my camera as I put away markers. Why? Oh why, oh why, oh why? Why, and then your YRs. Nothing so satisfying about getting all the markers away. Then our browns. Cool. Alright, and so the markers are cleaned up. Now we can get rid of that one. Perfect. Alright, so that's basically ready for now pencil shading to deepen it up. So you can see here with Aisling it gets a little bit more darker, a bit more refined, and that's what's missing on here, and that will be done in pencils. However, we are just about to hit 3 hours, which is exactly what I wanted to do, and I am feeling pretty darn shot now. So I think this is where we will call stream for tonight. I'm happy with that progress. I think 3 hours and we got the entire base done is a pretty good amount to get done in 3 hours. And yeah, just a bit of pencil work to finish it all off, but that's not going to be tonight because my lack of sleep is starting to catch up with me. So yeah, hoping to get more than half an hour of sleep tonight, and if I'm starting to feel sleepy, it's a good time to go and get those sleepy sleeps. But yeah, thank you for all for hanging out for me on this impromptu Friday night stream. It's quite nice to do a Friday night stream every once in a while. I don't know when I'll be streaming next because, as I was saying, my regular Fridays... I've been trying to make this regular Friday stream happen, and it's just not happening, folks. And this Friday is my anaesthetist appointment, so we won't be streaming on this Friday coming. The next following Friday is the day after my oral surgery, so we won't be streaming for that. So it's going to be at least 2 weeks before a Friday stream happens. However, impulse streams may happen as well, because I do love my impulse streams. So, as per always, keep an eye out on Instagram, keep an eye out on Discord, keep an eye out on YouTube and Twitch, and make sure you're following if you're not already, because when I go live, I go live. You've inspired me to pull out Christine Karron from the Cats Colouring Heaven. Heck yeah, colouring Bumblebee. It's going to be gorgeous. Yeah, so I don't know when I'll next go live, but when I do, hopefully you're around and here for it. But in the meantime, make sure you look after yourself. Make sure all the self-care and, yeah, just all the araha to you all. Ka kite, take care, and I will see you when I next see you. Bye! Where's my ending button? I can do this. One day I'll end professionally.